you just yeah.
I got you, bro.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So how does it feel to be back in Houston, touring right now with Black?
I always love Houston. One, I mean, I just went through that big old storm, so it was a blessing just to see the streets dry in person myself. See the people coming back to Warehouse Live. I did the smaller room actually myself before, so coming to the bigger stage was super dope. Plus Houston always showed me so much love, man. I done had OG Ron C reach out to me, man. You know, Holly Grove, Trader Truth, EXO. You know, I rock with Kirk Cobain. It's a lot of Houston people. Cheddar to Connect, DJ Allo, you know, DJ Shantae. It's a lot of Houston people that showed me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So. It's good to be back out here with the people. Plus, when I started seeing my numbers from all the streaming sites, like Houston was always one of the main cities, man. A lot of the girls, so you know, much love to Houston, to the females, to the dudes out here that supported me, helped me feed my family. It's always good to come back to Houston.
Okay, so that rolls right into the next question. Right around the time that Hurricane Heartbreak happened, you dropped the Houston track. So could you just touch on that a little bit? I know you just spoke about.
Yeah, to be honest, like. When I dropped it, like, I got a lot of good feedback, but then I seen some negativity and I didn't respond to it. They was like, oh, this ain't no Houston tribute and all this, and you just trying to get away. First of all, I've been shot that video. It was a record called This Is It off my Too Soon project. I dropped when I first did my Cash Money deal. I had never put the video out, and what I did was I drove, because I came out, I was already in Houston. I shot a video in Houston. Then I shot a scene in LAX, then I shot a scene in Vegas. And I went to Trader Truth show with Brian Michael Cox and them. They was out there, they all from Houston. And I was like, yo, this is a perfect time to just show some respect to Houston, to show that, you know, I'm not just saying, you know, get well. You know, I donated, you know what I'm saying? I donated, whether people were saying the Red Cross take money or not, I didn't know where else to put the money, you know what I mean? I donated from the heart. And I put it out there just to bring some awareness to what's going on in Houston. I wasn't trying to take views but you know, people are negative on the internet, they got their opinions, but I just wanted to clear that out because I didn't go drop that to try to take nothing. You know, I've been shot that video for Houston before the tragedy even happened because of the love that I got from Houston. You know what I mean? Which is why you see Trader Truth, Brian Michael Cox, and they got a cameo in the video because of that. So that's why I did that joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you clearing that up. I personally, I didn't get that vibe from it. I thought, you know, it seemed genuine.
But I said H-Town in the hook and everything, but I been did that before.
I can see how people, you know,
it's cool, man. You know, people don't know nothing better because they angry, so they want to be angry as somebody else. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and it's good because, like, you just mentioned a bunch of Houston artists that you work with and do rock with.
Hell
so,
yeah.
I mean, that says a lot already.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, speaking about the music, how do you manage to stay motivated? Because a lot of people making music, they feel like, hey, I should have blew up when I was maybe 17 or 20. By the time they 25, say they didn't gave up. One of the dudes that stuck to it and it's paying out for you. You know, got the deal, got your producer signed.
Yeah.
You know, you pretty much got the team on.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's difficult, man. I don't want to make it seem like it's just, you know, I motivate myself. I always, you know, motivated myself. And once I met a lot of the successful dudes and seen that they wasn't even really happy, bro, it made me just realize, damn, I'm really richer than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I got my family. I love my family. I love myself. I'm content, you know what I mean? I'm not dying, you know, I'm happy with that, bro. And that motivates me to keep pushing forward. I don't need nothing fast. I'm not looking for a fast food career, you know. I'm learning the business as I take it and as I learn it, you know, and I won't lose that way. And if it takes a long time, that's cool. And I'm able to teach that to my producers as well, you know, into the game with the mistakes that I made, you know what I mean?
Definitely, and I think leverage is a big thing in music. You know, a lot of people don't understand it, you know, music business, point blank period. Yeah. People kind of get misconceptions about it. So how does it feel to, you know, be in a position where you were able to control the moves you make and you don't got somebody, you know, just picking at you, do this, do that. Of course, you know, you got people saying, hey, you should do this, but at the end of the day, you can do what you choose to do. How does it feel to be in that position?
I think it's very important to have control, but even with having control and being a leader, there's somewhere you have to be humble enough to listen. If you're always talking, you can't listen, you can't learn. It's all right to teach, but as much as I do know and I keep my control, I got people, mentors, peers that I respect, my competitors that I also respect, people that I compete with. So with all of that, don't ever just think that because I'm in control, I'm not controlling. But it is important to be, you know, like labels try to tell you, yo, you know, we want you to focus on being an artist, we'll handle the business. Nigga, no. I want to be at the meeting. I want to see when you sign, you don't got power of attorney. Yo, artists, never give away your power of attorney. Keep that, you know, be in the business meetings, look at the budget, get the receipts, you know what I mean? See how they spending the money, be in that business. You dig what I'm saying? You know, so it's important that you do that.
Okay, definitely. So, you know, coming out of Atlanta, it's new artists come out of Atlanta, I say every 3 months, it seems like, you know, people are steady booming. How does that inspire you, seeing, you know, so many other people, even like Black right now, you know, probably one of the hottest out of Atlanta right now. You
For
know,
sure.
you're right on tour with them. And I know personally, doing interviews at concerts, we've seen a lot of artists start as the opener and blew up the next year. You know, perfect example, we interviewed Lil Pump last year, 15 people at the show. He doing, you know, 10, 20,000 at the festivals now. You know, so how does it feel to tour with somebody like Black?
Oh, I mean, first off, big shout to Black, because if he didn't put the groundwork in with his team, I wouldn't have been able to do this. And, you know, I know I put work in to get here, but at the end of the day, you know, that man had to say, yo, Sy Ari can come on tour with me. We could work it out and we do it like this. So first off, shout out to his grind and his dedication and his time away from his family that he spent to pave the way, you know what I mean? Also, Sabrina Claudio, she's on the tour as well, you know, shout out to her. I was already a huge fan of her Confidently Lost song. I actually haven't even told her that yet. We, you know, I have a full conversation yet. But
and you know Sabrina.
Yeah. But yeah, being on tour is super important. You know, you always want to giving your fans new music is one thing, but being able to take another crowd that didn't know you, it's all about new listeners. You know, that's why I express artists, you know, give the people who you are. So when you gain those fans, you can focus on the next fans. You don't gotta sit on those same fans because they always expecting you to just feed them hits. But if you love me like Wiz, like people say Wiz music was changing, whoop-de-whoop, but at the end of the day, them day one fans still love Wiz because they felt like they knew him. You know, they felt like they knew his personality. You know, he was kind of open about a lot of things. As he's just a cool nigga. They like the new Snoop Dogg. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that you give people yourself. So no matter how your music changes, they latch on to you and they love you. And these type of crowds are important. You know, I waited for a tour like this to try to latch on to because the people, the vibe. I'm out there jumping in the crowd. My security guard's not even in the crowd with me. Of course, things can happen, but I'm not in the crowd where I gotta worry about somebody disrespecting me. And if it does, you know, God forbid, but it's a super good vibe, man, you know?
Yeah. So, dibbling on the music, you know, how would you describe, you know, your most recent project? What would you say went into it, you know, from your whole
2 weeks notice. 2 weeks notice was important because I was finishing up after the Heartbreak, after the tour when I'm gonna drop it. I wanted to do something fun for the people, the colleges, the streets, the kids. So I did a project in 14 days, recorded 14 days, put it right out for the people. Just had some fun, man, and some of the records, you know, did really well. So I was excited about that project as well, that 2 weeks notice. But after the Heartbreak is gonna be my big project. It's gonna be huge.
Definitely. So speaking on the music, like I said, you've been putting in work for a long time. You know, a lot of people kind of have that mentality where you gotta basically keep throwing stuff out and kind of see what sticks, and when it starts to stick, you know, build around that.
Yeah.
So is that a method that you would say that you stuck to as well, because you know put out a lot of material over the years to get to?
Yeah. I slowed down on putting out so much, but I don't like holding on to music because I'm so honest in my music that I like to get it out, you know. So yeah, man, I stay working, bro. I work on my craft, you know. I like to evolve, and I want to catch myself evolving. You know, I want to be in the midst of it. I want to be able to see it from the inside looking out and the outside looking in. You know, and that's important. That's why you put the music out, because then you can kind of step back and watch. You know, it's different when you record and then you just thinking you in your own zone, but when you can put it out, and I don't, people ask, what's your favorite song on the project? I don't know, because now I'm like, y'all, you know, y'all tell me what y'all like, and I'm a fan of what y'all thinking. So that's how I like to do with the music, you know?
Okay, definitely. So, like I say, you just mentioned a new project after Heartbreak. Now, I gotta ask, is that centered around a woman, or are you talking about heartbreak, just life experiences?
Yeah, like usually when I say heartbreak, it's about the woman. You know, I'm already kind of cold, you know, like how I am about a lot of things, you know, but I've never physically gotten or emotionally got my heart broken. It's usually about how the women saying that I broke their heart, and I explain kind of what I think I did for it to get there. And it's not always about one woman, you know what I'm saying? Like I take different stories that I dealt with a few women that I cared about, or that I didn't maybe care about, and just kind of casserole write it into a whole story, you know, and make it interesting. This project, I didn't want to just do the same blueprint. I kept it similar with the raw skits, like everything being real, but I made it a little bit more raw, and I made it other people involved instead of just me. You know, so many other people's stories that I took and I used.
Okay, definitely. So, give us 3 fun facts about you that people wouldn't know. You know, it doesn't have to be music related, but like you mentioned, you pretty much mentioned you got to be personable with the people.
Yeah.
So what's 3 fun facts that people should know about you?
I never smoked a drink before. I don't eat beef or pork. And my favorite place to go in the entire world is my mother's house.
Definitely. So you mentioned 2 very good ones. I think all of them were good, but definitely you mentioned not eating beef or pork. How has that changed? You know what I'm saying? How does it make you feel? Because a lot of people like say they go vegan or just vegetarian or just cut out pork and all that. Period.
I'm working on going there one day, but it's just one thing at a time. I'm hearing that the meat and all is bad. Maybe I'll get there. Cheese. I love cheese. It's all type of diets I really want to dig into and just see how I would feel after I do it. So there's so many different health things you could take. I probably would feel different. I don't know. But I always feel so good to me. But I'm sure as I get older, I'll start feeling it and I'll make those adjustments, you know.
Okay, definitely. And I want to touch on this one real quick. Now, you mentioned the favorite place to go is your mother's house. Growing up, how would you say your mother and y'all's relationship impacted your music and decision making and everything about your day?
She was just so warm, so loving, honest, supportive, man. Like, my mom supported me all the way through the way. If she had something and I wanted it, it's mine. And vice versa, you know. My dad's like that too. So, super important, man. The family aspect that we have, like, I think I got one of the best families on earth. You know, even my parents working check to check their whole life, like, they did what they had to do. They loved us, and I know it. It wasn't fake, you know. They put us first, and I never took that for granted. So when I got my opportunity to kick back, anything my mom wants, she opened my mail, she go on my bank account. She needs something, Mom, take it out, you know. I want to splurge on my mom, like, you know, that's my angel, and I need her, and she can have whatever she want, bro.
All right, definitely. So you can give your fans and all the people that, you know, love you one important message on what would it be?
Go with your heart. Don't think too much, but if you do, you know, thinking can be a curse if you don't come to a conclusion. There's a lot of people out there that think a lot and never figure out what they want to do. Find out what your gift is. Nobody's the chosen one. Don't think anybody out here lucky. You know, Oprah, Jay-Z, they're not angels. They're human. They bleed and walk just like we do. They made a decision, find out their gift, and they went for it. Put that time in, get away from that bullshit. Whether you're happy, single, or married, if you're not happy, you shouldn't be with that person or around that person, and whether they're in your team or not. If you gotta repeatedly tell somebody what to do their job, then you shouldn't have hired them in the first place. Let's get out here and get it popping, man. You know what I mean?
Alright, this last one, man. I appreciate you doing the interview. 3.
You already know it's the Heartbreak Kid himself, Sy Ari Da Kid, live from the Free Black Tour, H-Town, all the way to goddamn Atlanta, where I'm goddamn from. You already know, man. 22 minus 11 equals 11. Do your math, baby. Already, bro. Love, man. Love.